setting it up too. He jabs his body.
Oh! Beautiful combination. Oh,
that's it.
Kaiwhare has done it. He knocks out Cody Garbrandt in round one.
Wow.
This dude's got some high-level power. Just puts me right in line next for the title shot. I'll be watching Brandon Moreno and Figueroa. 2022, you'll be seeing the new Flyweight World Champion right here.
Rarely does a flyweight hit with one-punch knockout power, but recently we are seeing more and more of these small juggernauts. Amongst them is Kaiwhare of France, small in stature, but big in power and heart. The New Zealander started training in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as a 10-year-old, but stopped after just a couple of years. Soon after, he was forced back to martial arts for the same reason many great fighters started: bullying. His small stature made him an easy target, so he turned to MMA to learn how to deal with them. Kai did not waste much time and began fighting as a pro at merely 17 years of age, showing a glimpse of things to come by scoring a first-round KO in his debut. It was while at college that he decided to pursue fighting full-time. He would join the Tiger Muay Thai camp in Thailand, where he was chosen in the tryouts and where he started racking up fights in Asia. While the Phuket gym had a great impact on the young warrior, his dangerous striking was refined by the mastermind Eugene Behrman at City Kickboxing. Kai was a vicious puncher from the start, knocking people out and earning his nickname, Don't Blink. But under the guidance of Behrman, he truly started to shine, and is looking to soon sit alongside his teammates, Israel Adesanya and Alexander Volkanovski, as a UFC champion. Let's follow his path from a young gun and the ultimate fighter to a top flyweight contender in the UFC. We start off with Kai's first UFC appearance as a young contender in the TUF 24th season back in 2016.
For the first time ever, today, we have the baddest 125-pounders in the world right here.
His first fight was against a cocky Terrence Mitchell. The 5'10 flyweight entered the fight very confident, but once the bell rang, Kai started exploring his lazy jab on Mitchell. And followed up with some thunderous overhands. A few moments later, the finishing touch was applied.
Stay here. Winner and moving on. Kai.
Feel amazing. It's been a long time coming. I'm glad I was able to perform at my best in front of Dana White, and I'm just where I'm supposed to be.
Kara France's tough stint ended in the quarterfinals after he lost a close decision against teammate Alexandre Pantoja. Pantoja tried to neutralize Kai's striking with takedowns. After some initial success, the majority of the fight was spent on the feet, where neither man had a significant advantage. In the end, Pantoja got the nod and ended Kai's tough winning dreams.
Winner by judge's decision, Alexandre.
I think it was a mental error. I was thinking about his ranking and his weapons and my own game. So,
All right, brother. Keep your head up.
Always evolving. Thanks, bro. On to the next year. It won't be the last you'll see of me, and me and Alexander will stay friends even after the show. After you share the cage with someone, you get that special bond with that person, and it's for a lifetime. That's what I love about the fight game, the friends you make along the way and the journey we take. Yeah, gotta love it.
Kai won 5 fights in 2017 and 2018 in Asia, and that quickly got the UFC's attention back to him.
It's been a long time for you to finally get this opportunity. Obviously, you fought on Tough and you've fought all over the world since then. How stoked are you to finally have the opportunity to fight in the UFC?
Yeah, it's just a milestone in my career. Another thing to tick off, my UFC debut. But yeah, I'm more than ready for this. You know, I've had over 27 professional fights now, fought in 13 different countries. I've already had that kind of taste of the UFC being on The Ultimate Fighter. So to finally fight at UFC Adelaide, you know, close enough to home that my friends and family can come watch, it's going to be a special night.
His first official fight for the promotion turned a lot of heads as it won the Fight of the Night award. It was clear that Kai was the crisper striker versus Elias Garcia, but it was Garcia who would drop Kai first.
His left hand's found a home a couple of times. You can see.
Big left hand drops Kyle France, followed up with a lovely head kick.
What a wake-up call that must be for the striker. Beautiful work. Chucks his head, throws a right hand over the top.
Here we go. Garcia took his camp away from Rufus Sport for this one, down to the training center.
Stay on him. Cara France is not letting him off the hook here.
We're going to be back with round number 2 in just a moment.
Despite that, from that point on, it was all Cara France. Garcia was wobbled multiple times in the second round, with Kai beautifully managing the striking range.
He's got to be careful of that left hand. He's doing a good job of shifting his head off the center line.
Cara France does have power in this division. I've seen him with 2 clean knockouts.
Garcia still threatened Kai with nasty submissions, but paid dearly for the attempt.
This could be dangerous for Cara France. He's trying to slam his way out. Oh, look at this scramble. Cara France is out of the triangle.
Beautiful defense here. The crowd goes absolutely wild.
So much effort has been put in to try and get that finish. Elias Garcia made Cara France maybe slow the pace down.
Elbow strikes as that's his...
I mean, Cara France was really...
Good punches here from Cara France. Looking for that Ashigarami setup. But he's getting popped in the face as he's going for those leg locks down. That's always the risk.
Good work. Referee's taking a good look at Elias Garcia.
The submission route was preferred though coming into this, Dan.
Yeah.
He's getting up now. Negative body language. Steps it into 5th and 6th gear.
Trying to find the space to get to his feet.
He hasn't got it in the scramble, Dan, has he?
He doesn't. He's opting to stay on his back and search for these leg locks. And as I'm encouraging Elias Garcia to try the same game plan, whereas Cara France stay on top and keep hitting him. This is better from Elias Garcia, who's now he's his back again. Nice.
After another striking clinic in the third, Kai got the wide 30-25 decision across all cards and a nice $50K in his pocket.
You can tell that Cara France is ready for the big show, Dan.
I mean, from what we've heard is beautiful right hand again. From what the fan... beautiful is the right hand. And I think Cara France knows how dangerous Elias Garcia is. Look at that head movement, shrinks out of range.
Right eye. Cara France still looking pretty fresh in this third round. 2 minutes left of this contest.
So slipping his head off the center line, keeping out of danger for that. I mean, Elias Garcia's really not got a great deal left in the gas tank. Elias Garcia might be forced to quit.
Once again, great balance. Look at the strength as well.
Nice. Another big shot. Beautiful footwork by Cara France. 10 seconds.
Really making in his UFC debut, New Zealand's own Cara France. He climbs the octagon fence
for the winner by unanimous decision, Kai, don't blink, Kaiwhare.
Is there anything else you could want from a UFC debut out of a fight?
First of all, Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! You know, I class Australia just like home. You know, Anzacs, it's the takeover. It's for real right now.
Barely a couple of months later, Kai was in the octagon again, this time against Raulian Paiva. The Kiwi landed his trustworthy overhand right multiple times, but Paiva wore them without a problem.
Now leaves an opening for Kai to land that overhand. Carter France does not discriminate. He's attacked the body well, now lands an uppercut. A little bit of feel and out process here, though. Another right hand lands. France scrambles away. Less than a minute now to go in the round. A little bit more. Circle right and then fire an overhand right over the top. Whereas Kai likes to be in the pre-open moving space. That's where he has his benefits, I believe. Paiva, good timing. That hurt Paiva. Paiva starts to find his range. Crowd like the up kick. He must be pretty happy with the stand-up right now, which tells me he's very happy.
Kai's punching style, which relies on always moving his head off the center line during and after strikes, was in stark contrast with Paiva's stationary punching. The Warriors continued exchanging strikes for the entire fight, but in the end, Kai got the split decision win.
Land there by the New Zealanders. I mean, look how Paiva just hunting him down and walking. Now he's moving the head. There's a little head movement. He needs to be aware, because anybody can get hurt in these fights. Nice counter right from Paiva lands. Guillotine attempt here, beautiful transition, and that was in, ladies and gentlemen. He's lucky the bell saved him. So let's see if he follows up on this next combination. When he's getting touched up in the pocket, I mean, he was using that a lot early, and he's gotten away from it. I think it was a very effective tool, but look at his head stay stationary right there. Here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 punches at a time. Straight on the guillotine, and he turns the corner, position here, and well, he gets to the hips. You got to admire the composure of this UFC newcomer, Raulian Paiva. Ooh, big right hand, but it's just not putting Paiva out. And Paiva's landing more numbers. He's willing to throw more than one punch instead of just one knockout punch for the structures of the judgment. In the scorecards. Nice left hand landing, going backwards. Carter France has the ability to land while retreating. Late shot from Carter France. Nice takedown to finish the round. Another great showcase for the UFC's flyweight division.
Kai, don't blink, Kaiwhare.
I knew going into this my opponent was going to be tough. You could see that in the fight. It was all back and forth. But it's a good win to get on my record now, and yeah, looking forward to the future. I'd love to get a higher ranked opponent. I just want to keep pushing the division to be exciting and keep going for those finishes. It's not far? I see. Had time to practice on my signature. I needed it. It looked like a little kid there. Little kid's riding.
Do you walk out with any flags or props?
Yeah, New Zealand flag.
Okay, and as long as it's just the standard flag?
Yeah, I've got that, yeah. I've had a few tough fights in my career. I've taken a few losses, but we're here now. Seven fight win streak in the UFC, ranked number 10 in the flyweight division. So the fights are only going to get harder. That's why I put everything into this.
Official weight 126 for Mr. Kaiwhare France. Mark Bumblebee De La Rosa versus Kai Don't Blame Kaiwhare France, ladies and gentlemen.
The fight against Mark De La Rosa on paper was a classic striker versus grappler matchup. But it quickly became apparent the striker would not be out-wrestled.
Maybe this doesn't apply to Mark, but sometimes it can be very distracting.
Oh, there's that right hand and a left hook afterwards, but Mark De La Rosa got through as well. But there's a really nice entry. Yeah, that's right. You can see the referee's taking a close look, thinking about stepping in, but Kai turns it around. Look at that.
As Kai slammed De La Rosa flat on his back in the first. The following tie on the feet was broken by a swift dashing overhand by Kai that sat De La Rosa down.
Oh, look at that. Once again, timed perfectly, but the takedown defense of Kaiwhare France.
On UFC Fight Pass, underway for the second round here at Flyweight.
And then Kai was trying to strike with De La Rosa, and De La Rosa landed a lot of good shots. You know, having the opposite game plan.
Big right from Kaiwhare France.
Beautiful right hand.
Down goes De La Rosa, but he collects his wits.
And lets him back up again. That's a smart thing. Smart move, bring him back up.
Another heavy right. Oh, he kicks the leg out, and down goes De La Rosa.
So nice.
Well, De La Rosa appears back here now. Some more heavy shots coming.
Looking really sharp here, through a jab and then like a screw right hand up the middle. He attempted 7 to no avail.
Wow, it's De La Rosa applying the forward pressure here.
Backing up there against the fence, swarmed a nice little combination. Man, these are furious combinations.
Kick blocked.
Oh, look at that.
Kick on the other side.
Kai also expanded his regular repertoire of jabs, long left hooks, and overhands with some hard kicks. De La Rosa landed some good strikes that did visible damage to Kai's face, but more often than not, the Texan was on the receiving end of the hard and fast strikes of Kaiwhare France.
Look at that. Combinations on each side.
After another entertaining battle, Kai won his third UFC decision win.
Body kick that time. And then a
body
left to the
shot,
body,
look at
and now
this.
Kaiwhare France is getting busy.
And that's the body shots that's done this. He's hurt from the body shot. That's why he's not firing back.
Wow, and De La Rosa waves him on for more. Doesn't appear to be bothering the vision of Mark De La Rosa with 2 minutes to go now.
Yeah, De La Rosa seems to be throwing the faster shots and putting together longer combinations and the more show-stealing shots. I mean, wow, man, that one just missed there. But every time they meet in the middle, Kai throws don't seem to have as much impact. I'm not saying that he's not hitting hard. I'm just saying Kai seems to be landing with a little more ferocity.
For Kaiwhare France, who circles out of danger. Last minute to go here. Content to stand and box. Well, kickbox, I should say. Oh, they stand in the middle. De La Rosa finds a home for some of these shots. And a big right hand from Kaiwhare France.
For the winner by unanimous decision, Kai Don't Blink France.
First up on the scale, Kaiwhare France, official weight 125.5. Official weight 125.5 from Mr. Moreno.
In his first attempt to crack the top 5 at Flyweight, Kai was derailed by future champion Brandon Moreno at UFC 245. As expected, the two punchers went after it from the bell, and it seemed Moreno was faster, but the first truly impactful punch came from Kaiwhare France by the way of his favorite long overhand right.
Ooh. Looks like a totally different guy on the feet.
Nice jab there. Ooh, good right hand.
Those boxers, Mexican boxers now.
Oh,
yes.
Beautiful combination.
Tradition
of fighting down there.
These guys
are bringing
after
it.
After a long layoff, 2018, not a great year.
Right hand by Kaiwhare France. And a nice leg kick, too. Jab to the body, jab to the face, and there's that low kick again.
And letting the second one fly. That's really confusing Moreno.
UFC Honors presented by Toyo Tires. It's the annual end-of-year awards program recognizing the UFC's top fighters.
Nice low kick by Moreno.
Less than a minute to go in the round. Nice land by Moreno.
Seen before.
Oh, look at that right hand by Carl France. Not better than Pettis. You're right. Oh, maybe not better than Pettis.
Yeah.
Moreno might have hurt him to the body, DC, and he hit him with the right hand there as well. Ooh, Moreno's really turning it up. He's throwing big shots.
Good head movement there by France to avoid that last offering.
And Moreno timed it perfectly. Good right hand by Moreno. Woo! But man, you don't want to catch those on the farm. Good body shot again. Moreno's getting money to the body there. Oh!
There you go, that's it.
Fake one low.
Views for being an outstanding teammate here in support of France and Volkanovski later tonight on pay-per-view.
In the second round, Moreno started picking things up and began timing Kai's patterns of ducking in between strikes. By the end of the round, Kai was bloodied, but not discouraged.
Carl France, two good rounds. Oh, barely missed out.
Oh, good counter from Moreno. He's in a striking zone now.
But he's got to be very careful. He doesn't take a big right hand from Carl France.
Moreno, former Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu national champion in Mexico.
And again, Carl France caught that.
He's got to be very careful when Moreno attacks and always ends with that high kick.
Blocking it with that right hand. Ooh. That's a slip.
You hope the judges saw it as such.
There's a nice low kick, but again, in that first, he's getting off the shots, so they just don't have the steam on to the arm, and also to those body shots that he's absorbed. Powerful.
I mean, Moreno's flexing, he's showboating.
In the third, Moreno's cardio and power held much better, and he got the decision win in yet another outstanding striking spectacle.
The one going forward, posturing, laughing, screaming, all that stuff when it's a very competitive round.
Yeah, good right hand there by Carl France.
The Auckland native
cracked him with the right hand there. Minute to go by Moreno. But Carl France still working. Good left hand there.
Around France's head there.
Looking for an elbow there, Moreno. Oh, good left hook by Carl France.
Why would anybody not want this division in the UFC?
Good connection late. What an outstanding fight.
For the winner by unanimous decision, Brandon the Assassin Baby Moreno.
Kai, just back from Las Vegas. Not the result you wanted, but very, very close. Could have went either way.
Yeah, it's just one of these things when you're fighting the top guys in the world. It's a game of inches, and even though I lost, it was good to kind of showcase my skill set and what I bring to the table for the American fans. And yeah, we can take a lot of positives away from this fight and build off it and just roll on to 2020. Pick myself up. I've done it before. It's not the first time I've lost, so I know what it takes to get back in the winning circle. So it was his day, but I'd love to run it back and do it again.
Counting down the days till I go back to bed. Guys, just like,
Yeah, it's good. No extra travel, and it's just so familiar, you know, being in my hometown, but also being in another fight. 10 weeks ago, I was in Vegas.
So that's the only reason why I fight, so I can get a bag full of free shit. It's all about the free shit. When you come champ, you get a lot of free shit.
Kai looked to bounce back from the loss against unranked Tyson Nam. The city kickboxing standout relied on high output punching to get the job done.
Dig, dig, dig with that left hand goes Cutter France. That's snapping the head back as well. Up the cadence, the tempo, the power.
Oh! There's that left hook. He's got to watch out for it. So look at that, 21-7. Tripling the strike output of Tyson Nam so far from Tyson Nam, who looks to have a lot more energy now. He's not fighting at altitude.
Nam looking to wipe away the feet. Last few seconds, nice elbow on the break there by Cutter France with a big right hand. Crowd respond. It's a real firefight. The next episode streams this Tuesday and features Joseph Benavides. 2 offers.
Kaiwhare France coming out with a body kick. Pressure up against the fence here from Tyson Nam. He's got to watch those elbows. He got caught at the end of the first round. Lovely low kick. Tyson Nam a little hesitant here.
Oh, nice combination work from Cutter France. Not everything landed, however, but the intention's there. That did.
And time in the gym on the mats, working through these There's a left hook.
The two fighters engaged in yet another delight for striking fans and exchanged tirelessly through the rounds. But Kai was the more successful of the two. It was visible that he was throwing his punches with a bit less power than usual, but with more control. So he shouldn't have to rely on ducking down after every strike, which in turn allowed him to strike with more volume. Another impressive win for Kai, made even sweeter by his Auckland home crowd.
From Tyson Nam.
Easier said than done. Oof.
Powerful low kick. Feel that power in those punches. Level change here. Nice.
But 91, he's now going to hit
30 seconds though. 30 seconds though. He's got to do something significant with this. He's now backing up. Does he get a takedown? Get back to his feet, trying to fight the hands. Beautiful blocking of the head kick.
Oh.
Little show. Looking for the uppercut. Oh, great fight. Really good fight.
Kai! Don't blink, Kaiwhare France!
Kai once again proved that he deserves the Don't Blink nickname by engaging in yet another show-stealing sequence just 30 seconds into the fight against Brandon Royval.
Fighter.
What he does out there.
So huge right hand and an early knockdown for Kaiwhare. Simultaneously they land. That looked like an illegal knee.
Kai blasted him with a thunderous right, only to be sat down himself almost immediately by a spinning elbow. The two continued their wild fight for the rest of the round, trading vicious shots that would later earn them Fight of the Night honors.
Oh, there's another spinning back fist. Man, you gotta love the flyweight.
Serious pressure from Royval
with that knee. Another one.
Beautiful body kick from Royval.
Oh, he rocked him with that knee. He's looking for the neck now, John. Job there from Kaiwhare France to get out of that position. Nice sweep there from Brandon Royval. Looking for a leg.
Hear about my promo, Shape Your Legend in EA Sports UFC 4, available now on Xbox One. Little slip there from Royval.
Ooh, man. Kai's swinging now. Ooh, good left hand. Oh, man, nice combinations here from Brandon.
Oh, and a counter right from Kaiwhare France, but Royval rips the body, now goes upstairs. Like he belongs in this division's top 10. He was happy to see that number 9 next to his name. One of the better rounds of 2020 right there.
The second round began with more exchanges, but a double leg entry from Kai left his neck ripe for the picking, and he had to suffer his first submission loss via a guillotine choke.
He's looking for that guillotine. He's got it.
You see a wince from Kaiwhare France.
He might go to sleep here. He's popping out. Oh, he's readjusting his feet. He got
it! Oh, Brandon Royval submits Kaiwhare France.
We're now joined by Kaiwhare France, who's on the UFC 259 card against Rogerio Bontorin. And Kai, last time we saw you, it was a loss to Brandon Royval, but a fight of the night and a very entertaining fight at that. What is the ideal level of chaos for you in this fight against Bontorin compared to the minutes and minutes of activity we saw against Royval.
Yeah, for this fight, you know, I've really focused on holes that I've had in my last outing, and just try to fix that stuff. So we're grinding together and we're working together. So coming into this fight, you know, I'm a newly dad. My son was born 2 weeks ago. I'm motivated. I'm in the right place, and I can't wait to get in there and run it back and do it all once again.
But you mentioned that you've been filling in holes in your game with Eugene and I assume Doug and Mike and the rest of the guys there. What specifically are those holes?
Yeah, just overall, my whole game. You know, not just working on strengths that I'm good at, but tightening up things that I guess I've neglected in the past, or I've kind of passed over. The best way to come from a loss is to get back in there and do it again. You know, I want to be a role model for my son and to show him that, you know, if you take adversity and you take a loss, you just pick yourself off, dust yourself off, and get back in there and do it. So turning your failures into success, and I want to be living proof of that. I haven't got a finish yet. My name is Don't Blink, but I haven't been able to get that finish yet in the UFC. So, you know, highlight real knockouts and ultimately get the win. That's the main thing. But if we can go out in spectacular fashion, then I'd love to do that as well.
Flyweight division, Rogerio Bontorin, slight underdog at +115 against Kai Kara-France.
Kai Kara-France had to wait until his 7th UFC fight to finally find the knockout mojo that defined his earlier career. His first UFC knockout did not come easily, though. Rogerio Bontorin was determined to become the second man to submit Kai and came very close by threatening with a few very tight rear naked chokes.
This is good, though. This is good for him. Oh my goodness. Now he's in trouble, Joe, I think.
The kid is not giving up.
Oh, he's still fighting the hands. Wow. Great job by Kai Kara-France.
He's so game.
With just a few seconds left in the round, Kai got back onto his feet, turned on his steam hammers, and knocked out Bontorin with a perfectly placed triple right-hand combo.
We welcome you live to the UFC 259 prelims here. John Anik, Joe Rogan, Daniel Cormier. This is a flyweight tilt towards the tail end of round one.
Stop
the walk-off!
The following mishap, not uncommon for Herb Dean, did not prevent Kai from receiving another post-fight bonus.
Kai Kara-France! Kai Kara-France!
Unbelievable.
Oh, he's gonna hit him!
He went back to hit him again.
Oh, no!
Kai Kara-France was the referee there. He said enough is enough, but he's like, oh, you want one more? And then, look, Rogerio's mad, and then he gets up and throws his mouthpiece at him. I mean, it was a lot of chaos.
Declaring the winner by TKO, Kai Don't Blink Kara-France.
God, I just had to stay calm, you know. We train jiu-jitsu just as much. Just because it's city kickboxing doesn't mean we don't train wrestling jiu-jitsu. So I felt it landed. I just need connection. So next time I just sat on it a bit more. Mark can't walk away, vintage. Let's go.
What do you think, like, the advantages? I mean, you talk a lot about, like, the focus. Maybe it's just that. Maybe it's the mental, dedication. But what do you think will be different about you or better about you at flyweight?
I feel like this is probably my more natural weight. You know, I feel like a lot of the bantamweights are, much larger, and I feel like, not in, skill set, speed, power. I still have that at the division, obviously.
What were the thoughts when the name came across? It wasn't somebody that was in your division. So, had you ever even thought about him as a potential opponent? And what were your thoughts?
Me and Cody know each other just because the fight scene's so small. But you got to look at bantamweights as potential opponents, and I knew he wasn't doing too well at bantamweight. So, I guess when you get desperate and you want to reinvent yourself, there's only one way: either go up or go down. So, I had a fight booked. I had someone else, and then the UFC said, "Hey, Cody's going to drop down to flyweight. Do you want to welcome to the division?" I said, "Hell yeah! This is a fight I've been dreaming of. A former champ, high-profile fighter." It's just going to elevate me. This is a title fight eliminator in my eyes. I feel like I've ticked all the boxes this camp. I've taken everything to that next level, and I've really changed my mindset to stop chasing the title and start believing I'm the champ now, because that's the kind of mindset you got to have. So, he's a former champ, a high-profile fighter, but I feel like this is going to elevate me to that next level and put me in line for that title.
terror of an upbringing and he's still here, like that is something, if you really understand where he's come from and what he's been through to get here, you would have like a lot of respect for his path. Like even me, I've had like a similar kind of path, but I've got nothing but respect for how Kai got himself here.
Go to bed now, have some ice cream, and then what? Drop another kg overnight. 1 10-minute set in the sauna suit, and we'll be on weight. So this is what we call a pounamu or greenstone in New Zealand. So what it does is you take care of it, and it'll take care of you. This is my biggest fight of my career. I know what I'm capable of. I know I'm one of the best in the world, and you just got to believe it before you become the champion. You got to know you're the champion.
You can forward any time in the situation. It's an opportunity for me. You asked for this fight, you begged for this fight. We'll see you beg after the rounds, all right?
Official weight 125!
There are a few better ways to make a statement than to knock out a former champion in one round. Despite being an underdog and expected to be outgunned and outclassed by former Bantamweight champion Cody Garbrandt, Kai fought like the favorite from the get-go and pressed the action. Halfway through the round, Kai connected with a beautiful right hand set up by the constant jab feints that visibly hurt Cody.
Mostly about the hands.
Kai remained composed and strategic and did not go wild for the KO. This approach paid off beautifully, and a minute later, Kara France unloaded a vicious punch combination that earned him his biggest career win to date, and yet another performance bonus.
Still be in trouble. So he jabbed to the body.
Oh! Beautiful combination. Oh!
That's it.
Kara France has done it. He knocks out Cody Garbrandt in
Referee Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 21 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO, Kai Don't Blink Kara France.
Did you think that it was going to be a difficult challenge for him to get down to 125 pounds, a weight class that is your natural weight?
Yeah, exactly. I told you I was going to answer a lot of questions tonight, and that's what I did. I knew I know I'm the best in the world, and taking out a former champ just puts me right in line next for the title shot. I'll be watching Brandon Moreno and Figueroa. I want the winner out of that fight. 2022, you'll be seeing the new Flyweight world champion right here.
And when people talk about him as a title challenger at flyweight, usually he's one of the guys that is in the discussion.
Yeah.
You beat him now. You put 3 in a row in the way that you did. You obviously should be the guy fighting for the championship. How loud are you going to bark in order to try to make that happen?
I'm just gonna let my work do the talking, you know. Like, I can talk as much as I want, but if I go out there and make a statement, that's gonna make the most noise. So that's where my head's at, you know. People are saying, oh, you know, Figgy's calling you out, and what do you think about this fourth fight that's happening? I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about the fight in front of me, and that's all I'm focused on. So that keeps me grounded, that keeps me present, and that keeps me just on my toes.
Kai entered his most recent fight as an underdog, this time against undefeated Dagestani wrestler Oskar Askarov. The game plan for the striker against such an opponent is plain and simple: keep it on the feet. Despite Kara France's incredible balance, Askarov got what he wanted and took the Kiwi to the ground and took full control of the round.
Oh, look at that balance!
He knows he's going to kick his foot off from under. There it is.
Trying to get one hook in.
Oh, this is big for Askarov.
Stupid decisions lead to you getting choked out. And he did a really good job of getting back to his feet as well. I'd still rather be Askar than Kaiwhare France right now, but look at this. He's going to pull that hand out with everything he's got.
Kai does a
that was a nasty elbow. Askar is so methodical.
Kaiwhare France will survive round 2 after this.
Kai has got to be more aggressive. He's going to try and put him on the back foot and be aggressive with the hands.
It was Kai's turn to showcase his superior striking in the second, and he started landing heavy leather on Askarov while managing to keep the fight standing. At the end of the second, he was landing at will and stuffing all attempts by the Russian.
Certainly in round 1 anyway.
And honestly, for Askarov...
Nice! There it is, see?
Paid for that back step, maybe not.
How to truly defend takedowns. And right now, Kaiwhare France is doing a really good job of defending Askar's takedown.
He defended that perfectly, and now he's in the driver's seat with a huge right hand. Whoa!
Left hand was a big one.
And again!
Big left!
There it is.
Desperation shot. Now Askarov fires back. Oh, another left from Kaiwhare France. 1 minute to go.
There it is.
Huge left.
He's going to follow it up.
With everything to be decided in the third, it seemed Askarov would have his way, but Kai defended well and edged Askarov with his aggressive striking to win the favor of the judges.
Inside leg kick for Kaiwhare France. Askarov evades that right hand. Askarov slips after going high with the kick.
Askarov is setting a trap. Nicely defended. Totally relentless.
But that's smart here by Kaiwhare France, getting to the edge.
Yes.
Takedown defense is held up.
Oh, body triangle now. We're right back where we were in round 1.
I'm saying though, the agility
nice
to do so.
Nice there by Kaiwhare France.
They're pushed down on that head. Pressuring.
That's a big right hand.
Gonna plant his feet and go.
Flow of the fight by going forward. Now you see Kaiwhare France backing him up.
That's good.
There it is. That's what Kaiwhare France has to do. And I think Askarov's showing those improvements this fight.
Oh, right hand lands. Nice kick.
Big miss there from Kaiwhare France. He's pressing the issue late.
And that's exactly what he needed to do. But you see both of these guys very aware of how close this fight is.
Right hand would serve Kaiwhare France well.
Everybody on their feet here at Nationwide. Late shot from Askarov.
Final shot.
What a fight. Kai! Don't blink! Kaiwhare France!
I know I'm the best in the world, so I just got to back myself. So, how'd you guys like that performance?
You just beat number 2, Kai. You said you would let your fighting do the talking for you. You did absolutely that. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Kaiwhare France.
The win over Askarov catapulted the city kickboxing standout from 6th in the rankings straight to an interim title shot against Brandon Moreno. The Assassin Baby got the best of Kai in their previous encounter, but the New Zealander shows improvement every time he steps into the octagon, and it seems he's finally got his entire game together. Judging by his latest performances, it's very possible that in this video, you've just followed the rise of the next Flyweight UFC champion, but only time will tell.